Chosen one, I need you to stop scrolling right now. I am not asking you to listen. I am warning you with absolute urgency right now. Do not dare swipe away from this message because heaven intercepted your feed today to deliver a critical message. God arranged this specific encounter before you even woke up this morning. He wants me to reveal his exact words spoken 3 nights ago. You have been carrying a heavy burden in your heart. You feel like everything is stopping. But this stagnation is actually a divine shield because the enemy was secretly preparing a dangerous trap against your ultimate destiny. You are safe. Heaven protects you. Let us talk about your physical body lately. You are feeling a deep exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. Your shoulders feel incredibly tight every single day. And when you wake up in the morning, a strange heaviness sits firmly on your chest before you even open your eyes. You thought you were losing your mind. You thought you were entering a clinical depression. The people around you told you to just snap out of it. They do not understand the weight of your calling. But I am here to reframe your reality right now, because what you are experiencing is not a medical illness. Your soul is simply tired. Your spirit is fighting. Your spirit is working overtime in the unseen realm. You frequently wake up between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. without any logical explanation. You lie awake in the complete silence of the night. And while the rest of the world is sleeping, your spirit is actively absorbing the heavy spiritual warfare aimed at your family. You are their silent protector. You have carried this invisible shield for many years. You extended grace when they deserved your anger. You isolated yourself to keep the peace. If these exact words are vibrating deeply inside your soul right now, type 777 in the comments below as a physical sign of your divine agreement with heaven. Do not hide anymore. Let us establish total transparency today. We are going deep into this prophetic message. Some of you already feel a strong pull in your spirit. I am choosing to name a powerful solution early because I refuse to build false mystery just to sell a product at the final minute. You want the practical tool immediately. A verified technology exists to help remove the heavy blockages currently crushing your mental clarity. It is a special digital audio track called the Genius Song. This specific protocol was developed by a brilliant neuroscientist named Dr. Robert Lake, and this tool works by using advanced brain entrainment methods to completely reactivate your dormant brainwaves within 7 minutes. Scientific labs verified the results. The tests happened at MIT and Princeton University. They used advanced EEG machines to track the dramatic shifts. And if your soul already recognizes that this is your divine exit path, the verified link is available in the description and the first pinned comment below. You can stay for the complete message if you need more spiritual context today. But if you already know you are ready, the door is officially open. For those who are staying, here is what comes next. We must examine the hidden reason behind your constant isolation. And as we pull back the veil, you will finally understand why the people you helped the most suddenly turned their backs on you. You have experienced a massive crisis of kindness lately. You spent years sacrificing your own peace for their comfort. You carried their emotional garbage without complaining once. But instead of returning your pure love, they gossiped behind your back and completely minimized your incredible value while pretending to be your closest friends. This is a recurring pattern in your life. You feel entirely abandoned by the world. You sit alone in your room watching everyone else move forward. Your projects are experiencing an uncomfortable delay, and every single door you try to open seems to slam shut directly in your face, despite your constant prayers and tears. You start to doubt your own divine value. Let us break down the spiritual physics of this situation. Your isolation is not a tragic punishment from God. It is a strict system of divine insulation. Heaven deliberately cleared your room because those low frequencies could not travel with you into the spectacular dimension that is opening up next week. God had to block them. You possess an incredibly rare type of spiritual discernment. You can read the hidden atmosphere of any room instantly. You easily detect the subtle masks of hypocrisy that other people wear. And because your internal radar is so highly sensitive, walking through crowded public spaces completely drains your life force within a few minutes. You are a natural empath. The enemy recognized your immense light when you were just a young child. He launched early strategic attacks to suppress your magnificent destiny. He wanted you to accept a false identity of brokenness. But the Sovereign Lord says your time of hidden preparation is officially drawing to a close, because the transition is starting right now. You must listen closely. Let us reframe your entire reality right now. You have been reading the spiritual signs completely backwards. The painful betrayal from your close relatives was not a piece of bad luck. It was a precise test. Heaven allowed your personal world to shatter completely because a hot divine crucible is absolutely necessary to forge your new spiritual authority in the coming season. Your current pain is actually a holy blueprint. Think about the great prophet Moses. He spent 40 long years in the quiet desert. He felt entirely forgotten by his people. He watched ordinary sheep while his grand destiny waited in the wings. But that wilderness was not a cruel punishment from God, because it was a mandatory season of insulation to build his inner architecture. He had to learn the value of total stillness. Remember the mighty prophet Elijah. He experienced complete spiritual exhaustion after his biggest victory. He sat under a tree and begged for his life to end. He felt totally isolated from the rest of the world. But heaven did not scold his profound weakness, because the Father understood the massive weight of the mantle crushing his tired soul. God sent angels to sustain his physical body. The enemy deployed a highly sophisticated strategy to keep you trapped in this heavy wilderness. He intentionally planted false relationships into your inner circle. Heaven calls these toxic individuals decoy lights. They look like temporary blessings, but their real kingdom assignment is to slowly drain your divine energy and keep your powerful mind completely blind to your true identity. The world told you that your constant exhaustion is a personal failure. They want you to believe you are simply weak, but you possess a unique brainwave structure from birth, because when you were a young child, your mind naturally vibrated at a very high frequency. Science calls this specific frequency the gamma wave. It is the holy signature of an authentic genius. This super brainwave allowed you to learn everything very quickly. You possessed a powerful intuition that terrified ordinary adults. You saw the beautiful synchronicities of the universe clearly. But a tragic shift happened when you reached the age of 7. Modern society and the rigid educational system began to force your creative mind into a cold, linear cage until your bright light faded away. Your spiritual baseline slowly dropped into a state of constant survival. Your active gamma waves went completely dormant. Your daily life became an uncomfortable battle against creative stagnation. Hit the like button right now, not for this channel, but so this exact prophetic warning can bypass the algorithm and reach another chosen one who is struggling in silence. You cannot afford to live your entire life in this suppressed state. Your destiny demands a total restoration. This is why Dr. Robert Lake dedicated 34 years of intense research to map out a complete sequence of restoration protocols. The Genius Song audio track is intentionally designed as phase 1 of this spectacular journey. It is the mandatory entry point for your mind. You must understand the profound sequence logic behind this scientific breakthrough. There is a well-documented concept in neuroplasticity research called the plateau effect. When you initially reactivate your dormant gamma waves, your changing neural pathways require a strict stabilization window of 60 to 90 days. Your mind needs time to lock in the permanent gains. Partial activation will only cause your initial results to drift back to your old baseline. Some chosen ones notice their brilliant clarity begins to fade around the 3rd month because they failed to complete the full sequence. Dr. Lake built a total system of 4 distinct phases. Phase 1 opens the heavy door while the remaining chapters keep it open forever. This complete sequence leads to an incredible future promise. When your restored mind finally stabilizes at its highest baseline, you will automatically unlock the final phase of deep spiritual alignment. This ultimate dimension of your calling is known as destiny's embrace. We will have that profound conversation later. For now, your only assignment is to master phase 1 without any delay. Do not try to skip ahead of the divine order. The enemy wants you to remain distracted by future illusions. But you must fix your attention on the current restoration of your broken mind. The constant brain fog you experience every afternoon is proof that your nervous system is desperately crying out for a reset. You need to clear the static before the real miracle can manifest. You are standing at a major crossroads today. The heavy silence of your current season is about to break, and the Father is demanding your complete obedience before he unleashes the spectacular floodgates of accelerated fulfillment. But a hidden blocker is still hiding inside your subconscious mind. We must unmask this dangerous entity immediately because it wants to completely destroy your final breakthrough test before you receive your blessing. We must confront the truest villain of your spiritual story right now. It is not the toxic people who betrayed your pure trust. It is not the invisible demons waiting in the dark corners. The ultimate blocker is actually a hidden agreement sitting deep inside your own subconscious mind. And you have unknowingly signed a secret contract with your own deep insecurity during your longest years of painful isolation. You are profoundly afraid of your own immense power. You constantly doubt your divine calling. You feel like a total fraud when blessings begin to manifest near you. And every single time heaven opens a magnificent door of unexpected favor, you instinctively pull back because you feel entirely unworthy of receiving his holy love. You choose the comfortable role of a permanent victim. Let us break this dangerous illusion to pieces today. You have treated your preparation season as an endless punishment. You stayed inside the waiting room because the unknown magnitude of your divine destiny completely terrified your conscious mind. But the long season of divine suppression has officially ended right now. God does not wait for you to feel perfectly strong. Let us finally resolve the grand mystery from the beginning of our encounter. Remember my urgent warning about the total pause in your life. He said, "Stop everything and listen to my voice right now." He did not issue this strict command to delay your breakthrough because he saw a massive dark army preparing to attack your defenseless soul. The danger was close. The enemy wanted to capitalize on your current exhaustion. He watched you stumbling blindly through the heavy fog. He knew your inherent defenses were completely down, and the Sovereign Lord intercepted your physical timeline to force you into a state of absolute stillness before you accidentally sabotaged the very miracle heaven prepared for your life. Your stagnation was your salvation. This is the exact revelation God spoke over your life 3 nights ago. He said, "My beloved child has fought long enough." He said, "Your current stillness is not a tragic defeat. You are not under a destructive attack. It is the physical weight of your heavy spiritual mantle descending upon your shoulders because you are currently standing under a magnificent divine anointing. You must accept this spectacular transformation right now. Release the heavy armor you have been wearing for other people. You do not have to solve the difficult problems of the entire world anymore. The weary watchman is finally allowed to rest his tired eyes. The Supreme Creator is actively stepping onto the chaotic battlefield to fight your battles for you because his wonderful victory is entirely final. Let us settle our minds today. We must look at the absolute facts of your journey. The truth is simple. Your entire life experience makes perfect logical sense when you strip away the emotional noise because you were intentionally born with a highly unique design. You were never broken. You possessed an advanced biological mind from birth. Your brain naturally produced powerful gamma waves during your peaceful childhood years. Modern society deactivated this holy frequency when you turned 7 years old. This sudden biological shift caused you to experience decades of intense isolation while your exhausted spirit fought unseen battles in the dark realm. You were not crazy. The Father intentionally used your quiet isolation to protect your inner architecture. The enemy sent fake relationships to steal your remaining light. Your pain had a purpose. But heaven intercepted your timeline today to deliver a practical physical tool to completely reverse the damage, because your long season of waiting is officially over right now. You are ready. You now understand the exact connection between your spiritual calling and your biological mind. Your brain needs to stabilize its new neural pathways over 90 days. You recognize that you cannot skip the mandatory foundation of phase 1. You must lock in the permanent biological gains before you can safely experience the deeper dimensions of your divine calling. Your mind is fully prepared to make a major decision right now. The unknown magnitude of your glorious future no longer terrifies your spirit. You have unmasked the hidden blocker of self-sabotage forever. You are fully aware that a significant turning point is unfolding on your screen during this exact second, while the holy presence of God fills your room. We are moving directly into the final manifestation phase of your breakthrough. Prepare your soul for the ultimate divine instruction. Let us review the simple reality of your life journey. You are not experiencing random failures today. The painful wilderness was an intentional design by God, because He wanted to completely shield your brilliant spirit from low earthly frequencies. You understand your true identity right now. The constant exhaustion is merely a holy sign. Heaven is requiring a shift from waiting to active obedience today. Remember our earlier conversation about a unique solution. I briefly mentioned a powerful frequency tool. Dr. Robert Lake developed a precise track after 34 years of research verified at MIT. A 38-year-old woman tried every expensive spiritual retreat without any real success, because her deep internal blockages seemed entirely permanent. But after 12 quiet days of absorbing these frequencies, her deep financial stagnation vanished completely. You feel a natural skepticism right now because your personal finances are tight. I completely respect your heavy situation. Secular positive thinking exercises always yield zero results. But you must evaluate this sacred threshold strictly based on its own unique merit, because this advanced technology quickly alters your mental frequency from the outside. The risk is entirely zero. Today, I am reintroducing the spectacular digital audio track. This beautiful tool is called the Genius Song. Dr. Lake compressed his research into 7 minutes. And when you examine your available alternatives in the secular world, a single session of professional therapy costs $150. A private retreat costs much more. The math is very simple. Online growth courses cost $200. Monthly meditation apps demand $15 forever. Dr. Lake chose absolute accessibility for the remnant. The regular price of the Genius Song is $49. But you can receive the complete activation protocol today for $39. This price is an exclusive gift. It is a sacred investment. Your one-time investment unlocks 4 digital bonuses worth $80 completely free. You receive the Genius Child Track worth $19. You get a classic text worth $20 that successfully inspired famous prosperity films. And if your spirit does not align with the new baseline within 90 days, you can easily request a full refund through a simple email. You keep everything free. This is not about buying more products today. This is about completing your sequential restoration framework. Phase 1 is the mandatory entry foundation here. And I would rather see you complete this beautiful journey safely over 12 months than remain trapped in a half-activated state forever. The enemy desires your delay. Heaven demands your total awakening. Every single day your gamma waves remain dormant. You continue to live below your capacity. You tolerate toxic relationships and financial stagnation. Every afternoon when the heavy brain fog crushes your remaining clarity, You are actively choosing to let the enemy steal your divine inheritance. Your future self is watching now. This decision must be right. I must protect your spirit from dangerous decoys. A massive army of imitation products exists online. They copy our titles on public marketplaces. Please do not search for these tools on third-party platforms, because you will find ordinary audio tracks dressed in real sacred names. Those empty sounds scramble your alignment. Only use the verified source. Let us pause right here for a moment. Pause for 3 seconds. Place your physical hand directly over your heart. Close your eyes for a few seconds right now, while the quiet presence of the Holy Spirit completely fills your private room. Pause for 2 seconds now. This choice is an identity decision about who you are becoming today. The path is open in the description area. The link sits in the pinned comment. Do not rush your spiritual decision today. But if your spirit already recognizes the true frequency of the genius song, your unique restoration key is waiting at the verified threshold below. Click on the link right now. Activate your glorious power today. Your secure order will be completed tonight. The next page may look like an offer. Do not feel surprised by this event. It is simply the second door Dr. Lake created for your complete recovery, so I invite you to evaluate it quickly, without pressure. Either choice is fully respected here. No sales tricks exist online. Phase 2 will reveal its light soon. You will recognize the invitation naturally. The vocabulary will feel entirely familiar, because the precise words mirror the royal identity you carried before the heavy systems of the world stole your childhood peace away. Now let us pray together. Place your hand on your chest. I cancel every assignment of delay now. Divine restoration is overtaking your finances today. Your health is completely renewing itself. And within the next 72 hours, unprecedented doors of favor will open widely, because the Father is fighting your hidden battles. Subscribe to this channel immediately. Turn on all notifications now,